Good morning. Happy Wednesday. If you're watching the video, it is Wednesday and it is days after the pop-up shop. Today is Sunday. The pop-up shop is today. So you are watching it on Wednesday. So I'm gonna take you guys along. I got my tripod. I've been recording the content so you guys can see. I'm going to show you everything that I bought. This is my first pop-up shop. Like, what? But I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be wonderful. I next time I'm going to prep beforehand. I just got a lot of orders in. It's a lot going on all at one time. I'm going to be more prepared next pop-up shop. To be fair, I was alerted of this pop-up shop. They reached out to me like 5 days prior. So yes, y'all. Yes. So everything is loaded in the car. My husband is getting sandbags for me so I can make sure that the tent is weighted down. And then I got such cute things. Now this is like my first one, so like it's not gonna be perfect as far as like what the setup looks like, but I get to see what I like and then also look at other businesses to see how they do their pop-up shops. We're about to go ahead and head to this pop-up shop, so let's go. Okay, y'all, we are here. We're about to build this tent here. We ain't never done this before, but we about to try. Are you okay if I record? Okay. Oh, we have instructions. What? You see the Velcro? Yeah. Put it on here. You gotta put it on the corner. Grabbing the last box. Y'all, I'm sweating. We need to sit down. Okay. So I've met some people who work here and they're so nice. They're making it a very great experience. So I'm really happy we showed up and just did it, you know? Okay. got my planner because I want to take notes and just write down some things that I want to do next time. Like I'm going to get a bigger table because there's not a lot of room, and with having like planners and binders and things like that, like bigger items, I need more space and only have one table. So next time I'll get a bigger table.
I love this kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Jacob will tell you, my husband, he'll tell you have 500 like
Planners,
and I love
that's how you know you're a stationary girl.
I go in that little sugar boot shop in downtown, huge sugar bit, and they have all these little knickknacks you can buy, and
It's like heaven.
it is. You walk in there, it's like zen.
I was going to ask the owner, I think she said that you may have links for us to sign up for the other pop-up shops.
Yes, we're gonna be doing one basically.
Hi, little.
Isn't it so pretty?
He said,
Don't you agree?
we don't want to.
Isn't it so pretty? Yeah.
Thank you.
What color is it? Pink.
What's your name? So they have a pop-up shop that's going to be every single Saturday. So we're going to join. My worker and I are going to be joining on Saturdays here, and it's going to be from 12 to 5, which is nice.
I gotta have a badge.
She wants one of these, so we got to get badges, and then I'm going to get some T-shirts. I already know what shop I'm going to get them from. The same person who made these. I'm just going to have her make my business shirts too. So. I totally forgot that I need to wrap up the pop-up shop vlog. So we're going to talk about it and talk about some of the lessons, some of the things that I'm going to be doing differently because I'm going to go back to that pop-up shop, and then what's going on for the future, y'all. So let me tell y'all, I loved it. I loved it. K Designs, I think that's her Instagram. I'm pretty sure Kai Designs, I think. Anyway, she left a comment on my post on Instagram talking about, you're going to love it, you're going to get addicted. I see exactly what she meant. It's not even, yes, the money that you can make from it, but also just the experience, like getting to meet people face to face and talk about your brand and talk about what you offer, and like cash stuffing and budgeting and stationery and planners. That is so fun to me because I'm so passionate about the Orderly Mom. Like, I love my brand. I love the brand that I created, and I got to talk to people about it, and people were like, you make this? I'm like, yeah, like I made those planners, I made that, I made that, I made that. You know, the only thing that's not handmade from my shop is the binders and of course accessories, like these binders here, any charms, like keychains, but everything else, like it's like all the stationery, like the paper product, the envelopes and things, those are all made by me. So I got to talk about that, and I truly enjoyed it. I enjoyed connecting with people. I enjoyed setting up the booth or the table, and it was my first one, and I had such an amazing time. So this traffic was not as high as I would have liked it to be. We ended up getting 4 sales. We were there for 3 hours. So the pop-up shop started at 12 and then went until 3, and we got 4 sales out of that. So let's say about a sale per hour, right? And I was able to make a couple $100 actually, because they were big sales, like not huge sales, but they were large enough for me to walk away with a couple $100. Now, my initial investment up front, of course, I didn't make that back because I had to buy a table, I had to buy a tent, I had to buy chairs, I had to buy things, the crates and everything that the binders went into. I had to buy a lot of things, stands, print out signs. I had to do a lot. So like, I knew my initial investment was going to be pretty high in terms of getting what I needed. Amazon, I got everything from Amazon. I got the stands from Amazon. The tent is wonderful. I got the weight bags from Amazon. I got the table though from Walmart, and the chairs from Walmart because it was cheaper here. It was like $40 for the table. So I wasn't able to make my investment back, but I was fine with that because I knew, again, I needed to buy these things. I stored it all in my backseat, by the way, in my trunk of our SUV. My partner and I my husband and I talked about it. We're probably going to get I don't know if we're going to be moving next year or not. It just depends. If God is willing, yes, we will move. But because we're transitioning so much right now with my position and, you know, what he's going to be walking into at the end of the year, we're thinking about holding back off on moving. But if we do, then we're going to rent out a storage space here at my apartment complex. So I'll be able to store some things, because right now it's kind of taken over our car. And even in this room, I mean, there's a lot of space, but it's a lot of things, like big equipment that I have to store and put it somewhere else. It's just so I can have space to pack product and make things and things like that. Anyway, it was a great experience. I am going to do it again and again and again and again and again and again. I already signed up for a pop-up shop in December. On December 15th, I signed up for another one. I actually paid for this one, and I would say that when I thought about it after I paid for it, I don't know if it's the best space for my type of product. I researched what I should look for in pop-up shops last night, and after I researched it, I was like, oh darn, I should have did that prior to me paying for this pop-up shop, because when I thought about it, I was like, I don't know if that crowd is going to be what I am looking for, right? Like, every pop-up shop isn't meant for your store. And that's what I learned through my research. And it basically said to focus on where your people might be at. And my people for the pop-up shop that I'm going to, I may get a couple sales out of it. I don't know. We'll hope for the best and pray for the best. But I think the setting of it is not appropriate. So I can't get my money back. I'm still going to do it. But going forward, I'm definitely looking out for that. I've signed up for other pop-up shops around Tampa that I'm hoping to get into. And then I am going to be looking out in Orlando and like all the other areas out in Florida, because now that I have some time on my hand after the 4th, I will be able to really dive into the business. I set one up for the 15th because I still wanted to do a pop-up shop. And then I'm also going to go back to the pop-up shop that I did this weekend. And they're going to have it every single Saturday. That's another thing. They had theirs on Sunday, and they actually said that was their first time doing it on Sunday. They're not going to do it on Sunday anymore, so they're going to change the date, and they're putting it on a different time. So they're going to do from 1 to 5, I think, or 1 to 7. They even said, like, if the traffic is high, you guys can stay out here. They did not care. So that is going to change probably sales as well, because it's going to be heavier foot traffic. The foot traffic between 12 to 3 was very low, but for me to still get sales out of it was wonderful. And then not only that, I was able to pass out my business cards. I passed out mailers that look like this. I passed out these mailers here that look like this with a self-care saving challenge on the back, in order for people to scan my site and scan my social media. It has all my social medias on there. So I was able to do that, and I was able to connect with other people as well, other business owners who gave me a card, and she showed me some of the pop-up shops that she goes to. And she said, hey, like, you call me so we can talk about, you know, things that where I go. And she's like, some of them I pay for, some I don't, but great networking for me. And even with that, one of the people who bought from me, she actually asked me, do I do girls events? And I was like, I don't not do them. I just never thought about it. So meaning she wanted me to basically set up my shop at an event. And she was like, we'll be in touch. And I gave her my card and everything. And I'm so excited because that's a great opportunity for me. So I got a lot from this pop-up shop, y'all. I got a lot. What my husband and I realized, and he said it best, he's like, everyone doesn't have social media. So it's great, yes, that I get sales from social media, but in order for me to expand my business and grow, I want to put myself out there and challenge myself to do these pop-up shops and to connect with more people, because you never know who you're going to run into, right? And it's nice for people to see the face behind the brand. Yes, if you follow me on social media, you may, you can feel my personality and things through my videos because I'm talking through them. But to meet me in person is a whole different experience. And for me to be able to talk about my business in person as well is also a whole different experience, something that you may not get from just Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or whatever the case may be. So it was a great experience. Lots and lots of lessons for me. It opened my eyes up to why I took the leap of faith. Because again, before I even put in my notice, I was already signing up for pop-up shops, right? I was already doing it. And my printer is so loud. And once I got this pop-up shop, once they reached out to me, I was like, that's pretty cool, God. Like, God knew I needed that. I needed to see what I'm capable of instead of limiting myself. And I think that's one lesson, even for anyone who's going to be starting a business, or you are inside of your business already, you started it, you know, you're trying to grow it or whatever. You can't limit yourself. I can't limit myself when it comes to the things that we want to do inside of our business. And growing a business, I realized even in the last couple of days and doing the pop-up shop, is you are going to have to do things outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to do a lot of things outside of your comfort zone, because you can't just stay in your little bubble and expect things to come to you, right? There are so many things that I have done this year that I've never done a day in my life. I've never made a planner a day in my life. I've never made like a physical planner. Never made a physical planner a day in my life. A notebook, a sticky pad of any type, a cash envelope. Never sourced anything overseas. Never had a business before. Nothing. Never filed an LLC. Never done anything. I haven't done any of these things. But I've challenged myself, and I keep pushing myself. And that's what I'm going to continue to do, is push myself beyond what I feel like is my limitations. Because if I feel like I can do something, and then I'm presented with something where I say, I can't do that, I'm going to do it. That thing that I say I can't do I'm going to do it. Because that's just fear speaking. That's fear speaking for me without me even trying. When that pop-up shop was presented to me, I literally said, I'm not ready. I can't go to that. It's too short notice. My husband was like, Yasmin. He's like, just go. He was like, get the product. He started looking for people with tents and tables and stuff like that. He's sitting in the bed, and I'm like, I guess I can tell her yes. And I was like, I don't know, because I got to make product and all these things. Granted, I started at 7 a.m. and I went to bed at 10 p.m. and I made all the product for the pop-up shop that I needed. Everything that I needed. If I had more time, then I would have done that prior, but it was such late notice. But everything I needed, I got it. And my table looked good. The product was there. People understood my business after I was speaking to them about it. And if I would have said no, because I said that I'm not ready and I can't do it, I wouldn't have had 4 sales. I wouldn't have been able to connect with more people. I wouldn't be able to even make content from it, because I got a lot of content from it. I wouldn't be able to network and see that, you know, there's other things outside of Instagram and being online. I wouldn't even be thinking of the idea of, hey, start marketing your business to do events for people. You know, when people have parties or whatever the case may be, go ahead and advertise for that. I can do those things. I can do all of those things. So that is my lesson for me, as well as for you, who if you are watching, is that thing that you say that you can't do, that's what you need to be doing. Because you're going to surprise yourself. God is going to blow your mind in this season. God is blowing my mind, y'all. God is blowing my mind. 2026 is going to be a big year. Now that I have more time, it's going to be big, and I know it is. So that's all I got for y'all. There's some other things too that I want to talk about, as far as like what I brought to the pop-up shop and things like that, but I'll save that for the next pop-up vlog, because we're going to do another one. So yes, see ya later.